just peeling for Chibi. In the latter portions of the game, Geek Fam tunnel visioned into taking care of Rizal, which is the right decision anyways, but the effect that happened was Chibi was untouched in the latter portions of the game.
Yeah, when it comes to late game, you said that this is where Team Homeboys shine in terms of the last game. So, going back to the drafting phase right now, I see that Team Geek have focused on the jungling heroes, on the jungle heroes for Chibi. So we might see a Joy, but with doing that, they will just open hellfire upon them. There's a lot of picks
Let me just say, do you know why Homeboys won before? They banned the Kaja.
Wow.
I want to see if they ban the Kaja again.
Yep.
So because 3 bans on Rumor.
I mean, Joy could get punished.
Yep.
Whatever hero Zorn uses could get punished.
Yep.
So I do want to see, because Beloy can use the Kaja, and he can use it very well.
Yes, I agree. So I cannot remember what was the other band coming out from Geek Fam. Might have been the... Oh, they first picked the Bruno.
Yeah, they first picked the Bruno.
So will they do it again?
Was it effective enough to be first picked again?
Oh, I think it was very effective.
Marky was
amazing. Phenomenal.
Yeah,
it really is just because every hero has its weakness.
Yep.
Bruno's weakness, Ixia.
Yes.
Ixia is very beautiful. Bruno, as a soccer player, is like, I want that. And then, you know, he got it.
I was just about to say that. I think it's a Joy, and it is.
Okay, so
now the Kaja can be picked up.
Yep. Nolan, perhaps, for Homeboys. Nolan Bruno. Looks to be a good pickup.
Legit, maybe because of MPLI, I just really respect the Kaja. I understand that Kaja is always on a timer. Like when you don't have your Divine Judgment, when you don't have your Flicker, it feels like you're just zoning people away. You're just trying to lower their defense, their damage and everything like that. But I don't know, man. It's gonna be more.
Well, here's the thing I hate actually about the Valentina with the but before we go, we dig into the rest of the job. There's something that I really hate about the suppression heroes, and that when you have a suppression hero, let's say for example you pick the Kaja, okay, and you manage to just take the damage dealer and whatsoever you need. It's just a call for the other team to engage because they know the rest of your team will gather. So it's a possibility that we will have like what do you guys call it, like? When you see a situation when all the players are just in the perfect position to jump
the box,
And no matter how old, a boy will...
A Brody, very early on, early for Geek Fam. I understand the Terizla. I don't understand the Brody so much.
I think they're expecting an assassin pick coming from Chibi. Perhaps they're trying to deter him away from it. They're trying to force him on a utility jungler. And what I was about to say was that a boy will forever be a boy. I have no idea if that's a fact. I don't think so. But you know what?
Yeah.
You do you.
Counter engage is the word I'm looking for.
So is this the Nolan?
Oh, it's still open.
Yeah. Nolan go for the Nolan?
Nolan picked up.
It should be the Nolan, right? Because it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, there you go. Nolan picked up. And because I'm assuming because I see it on screen.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah, we can see it. I think the Nolan is such a good choice. But what do you ban now? If you're Homeboys, you
ban out the mid.
Yep, you ban mid laners. Lilia comes to mind.
Honestly, even Novaria wouldn't be a bad ban.
Yeah.
Even though Nolan can, like, in theory, get to the Novaria, but at the same time, it's like, why? You want to focus on the Brody, right?
But would you guys think that banning an Arlet right now or focusing on the XP lane might be the most priority for Team Geek Fam? Like, they already secured the Terizla.
Yeah, I would say it's a good one. Now I'm thinking because Sapat... Because now that Chibi has an assassin, he has to go for something tanky. But at the same time, going up against a Terizla, I feel like there is some logic there to go for a counter, something like a Xborg or a Dairoff, just to try to win the lane and then try to pick up the pace of the game. They banning out the Phobias. I like the ban here, but again, I'm really thinking of Sapat's hero because I feel like that's what Geek Fam is considering as well. Like, whenever they pick up an assassin, it should be a tanky hero for Sapat.
That's right. The Phobius are gonna be Arlet, obviously. Maybe the Edith could be next, or I don't know, maybe a Khalid actually. How do I say it?
Hey?
How do you say?
Actually, my real name, it is Khalid.
Khalid. Yeah. Okay, so that's how we pronounce it.
Yeah,
Did
Khalid.
you try that?
Did you try that, Lafel, to say Khalid?
Khalid?
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
This guy, maybe he's somewhere Arabian. He said it correctly from the first time.
Wow.
I mean, I'm a
Wow.
Muslim, so.
Great.
Oh, he's the translator though, right? You're
Plus,
the best
we do have Khalid in Malaysia.
Ah.
It's not super common, but it's common enough name.
Yeah.
All right.
Are they usually DJs?
Do you know a fun fact?
Honestly, no.
Wow.
Honestly, no.
Sad.
Do you know actually that Khalid means immortal?
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, I know because he told me, but that was
Yeah.
like the wild card.
I actually also know this, but I'm just acting.
Ah,
you
yeah,
know.
yeah, we are just acting.
I mean, you are an analyst. Analyst. Such a
Thank you.
English is so difficult.
Yeah.
All right, Phobius as well as the Hilda has been banned up. Now for Geek Fam, they already banned out the Arlet.
Yeah.
Quite a few other heroes that they can ban if they want to.
Yeah.
I would say if they want to give respect for Sapat, even the Paquito. I don't think it's a great Paquito game, but it's definitely on the board for Sapat.
But I think that Zorn's like draft pool now is wide open. There's nothing to go at. Like
That's
Zorn
right.
can pick whatever he wants at this moment.
And what does he want? That's the question. Maybe a Grok again, actually.
Oh,
That's a pretty good hero. Or the Cho, obviously.
okay.
That's a Zorn special. Yep.
All right, so now
How about a Franco? Does he play Franco?
he does play Franco, but we do have to admit we haven't seen a lot of Francos lately,
Okay.
and I feel like Franco is one of those heroes
So
that you have to
Minotaur.
use a lot to get used to the hook animation, and now Minotaur has been picked up. So I
Yeah.
feel like the draft coming in from Homeboys, they have a lot of different angles that they can approach a fight.
I think that he's now with one of his comfort picks because I've seen him do a lot of great setups with that Minotaur. So, yeah, Homeboys with that Minotaur, justified.
Wonder if Geek Fam are interested taking the Kufra to go with. Also, Lilia would be good for their composition.
Yeah.
Or they go Novaria for additional damage to go with that. So a hard tank, like a protector, like a Kufra, for example, or maybe a Grok even on their side. It alleviates a lot of pressure.
I just don't want to see a Saber roam.
Yep.
Oh, wait, what?
It's a Beloy thing to do, just nah. As long as I don't
You
see
know-
that, I'm happy.
Every time that somebody brings that up, it gets picked up.
I'm just waiting.
I
I'm
don't
literally
hear
just waiting
I
to
don't
see.
hear Saber.
Florin!
Aw.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, from MDL to the Worlds, the last time Nail from Onyx Prodigy and Ryza from Alter Ego X and Warlord from RQ Senna fought each other was doing MDL ID Season 6.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think that Khalid makes a lot of sense. Khalid. Khalid.
Khalid. Khalid.
Or Khalid.
Yeah, let's go in.
Yeah.
Make
You
it
you
Khalid.
told me that if you say Khalid, like everybody just understands.
Yeah,
it
yeah,
anyways,
just go ahead because it's
Yeah.
most commonly like to know Khalid.
Yeah. I wonder if that's is that a Sepat hero? Would you think?
For what?
Khalid.
Khalid.
Yes.
Okay, I think that's a
For
perfect.
my dreams.
Okay, what's that?
Huh.
I mean,
Oh, of course,
Ah,
the
it is a
Paquito they
Paquito.
mentioned.
It's almost like I know a
And the
Malaysian team.
persecuted.
Wow. You know what? Maybe you should try
So long
joining
as I can
Homeboys.
breathe,
Or
Oh.
Indonesian team.
goes on.
As an analyst, perhaps.
I don't know.
You know what? I think you're fit for a Southeast Asian Games coaching.
Or a translator. You can be
That's-
a translator. You
that's
know.
I like how you're setting it up, and then he brought to a
I know.
different.
Ah.
It was
know
a
what?
very good setup
It was
already.
a very-
Ah.
Yeah,
Go
it's
back
okay.
to translator.
It's okay. He, you know.
Okay.
We have a lot of history. He's coming in.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We're from the
I
past.
don't know about
He's
that
the present.
history.
But either way, jumping into this game,
Oh
in
my
case you
God.
didn't catch it, I'm
Yeah.
trying to pull out his analyst roots,
Yeah.
and he wants to pull out my analyst roots.
Yeah.
You have an analyst roots?
Yeah. You probably don't know
Let's
this.
go into the game. You know, it's fine.
It's fine.
It's
we'll
fine.
tell you about the story later on.
All right, all right. Well, let's just see what's going to happen near in the future. We have talked about the past, we have talked about the present. Now we need to see what's going to happen in the future. Team Homeboys go up again into the challenge. Maybe it is a match point for them, or maybe it is the tie for Team Geek Fam. Geek Fam right now, they have to do more than their best. They have to play, for my side, I say a little bit aggressive, but
Yeah.
seems to be like we don't agree on that. So let's see together. Will it be Geek Fam or Homeboys?
I would
Shift-
say in this draft, if they want to go aggressive, they can. It's just that there's a lot of ways, well, mostly Zorn and Sapat, they can punish.
Yep. Well, Marky able to mark Ryzel in that regard. I think that Geek Fam have shifted their focus. Now their position 1 or their hyper carry, I'd say, is going to be the Joy instead of the Brody, which is typically the gold laner as
Yeah.
the hard
Carry.
hard carry. This time it's different.
No, I would say in this kind of situation, it really goes to Geek Fam, like what are they really focused on? Because they have a Florin, and Florin is more protecting rather than engaging, even though you have a way to stun up the opponents. But Geek Fam having the Brody as well as Joy, they have a lot of opportunities to get a lead in the early game. I'm just not so sure if Florin can help that. I kind of feel like Florin just make sure you don't die.
There's like a lot of things happening in the screen right now, but there's no use out of any of it. Yeah. We have seen some stuff like being pulled off there in the left corner, but again, no damage enough, and also on the right side, no damage enough. What is that?
Yep.
What is that?
They're
what
just
was
farming.
That?
Literally
I don't know,
farming.
just like passing by, like, hey guys, I'm passing through the mid lane.
Yeah. Honestly, for both teams, they're really trying to, because again, this is at a professional play. I feel like both teams feel like my natural instinct is to go in, but something tells me that's a very bad idea. Yeah. So both teams are trying to like bait out the opponents. Like, hey, I'm alone. Can't you see that I'm alone? Don't you want to come for the kill? So both teams are understanding each other. It's like, I know that's a bad idea, and you can't convince me otherwise.
Yep. Chibi and Nail are trying to get a level advantage over each other.
Oh, he cannot find that trigger. Oh, look at Warlord. He uses the penalty zone against his own owner. Luke might go down. Nail also can get Zorn down. Zorn is still alive, but he doesn't have the flicker. Chibi is trying to get in. The first kill is being popped off by that Minotaur. He rages. And the first blood as well as the second kill goes for the favorite team, Homeboys.
Very bad decision coming out from side of Geek Fam, especially because they tried to team fight to get the levels first before they try to team fight. Now Chibi's level 8.
For me, it's quite confusing what team Geek Fam are doing at this moment.
And Nael just dying as the Joy for level 1 first turtle. That's criminal, as Mr. Assassin Dave would say. That's criminal.
Yeah. Again, the thing that I want to say is just that Geek Fam, if they want to go aggressive on Homeboys, this is not the draft to do it because the Florin is more passive than aggressive.
Yep.
And Homeboys, they can punish aggression because we saw how the motivational roar coming in from Zorn basically made sure that he survived. That's number one. And then when they want to re-engage, he just knocked them up. Going up against a Minotaur, you really have to make sure when you're diving your opponents, you're already considering all the facts. It's like, okay, someone has to sacrifice themselves for someone else to shine.
Yep.
But if you're going in alone, you're not going to shine and you're going to get sacrificed.
This is why I like the Minotaur against Assassins, because you are literally protecting your team, and you have a motivational roar as well.
Well, Zorn might just trigger his open, but he just decides to go back. Everyone falls back for the side of Team Homeboys and Geek Fam as well. And at this point, I don't actually know what does it take for Team Geek Fam to control that game. They are just, I don't know, I think they are missed. Like, they are not in the right mindset right now, Team Geek Fam.
I agree.
Right now, looking at Zorn getting the vision, but Marky is able to find out that Chibi was there. You can definitely see Homeboys trying to bait it out. 1.5k goal lead here. Oh, Rizal taking quite a bit of damage.
He did mark Rizal, but it's just not enough amount of damage. Sepa might can get that kill, but again, I think it's just about the cooldown at this moment. Yep. And also, he have been cutting all the waves for Luke.
Dude, this is Sapakito, man. Like, this is
Sapakito.
Oh, the electrifying beats, but Loiski, but Zorn is trying to get the best out of this team fight. Marky might go down. Chibi also might go down. Bill A-Boy is trying to deal a lot of damage, and the damage so far wasn't enough. And we can see here that Warlord and Zorn fall back after taking one kill.
Once Warlord. The Warlord Black Shoes away.
Very nice spell to copy. I think it's still Homeboys winning that team fight. Fortunately for Geek Fam, they found a good opening onto Rizal. I wonder if he didn't have the Purify back then, or maybe he deemed it too late to pop it. But now he has the Purify. And they are switching lanes.
But this game is actually quite confusing at this moment. I don't know what is like the plan that both teams are trying to apply.
Well, at this point, Homeboys, they want pressure on the Riverside. They want to make sure that they have 51% of the map so that they can have majority vote if they want to go very heavy in their engage or just making sure that Geek Fam is out of farm. So this is a natural way that Homeboys plays. This is how they get the 51% of the map.
That is so wonderful for Sepa. He's able to steal the orange buff and nobody caught him.
Yeah.
Oh my, that's a
Patito.
He's found right now. But again, as I said, the game is confusing as I have never seen before. I don't know what's actually going on. Geek fam, they keep on doing a lot. I'm not gonna say mistakes, but they are not doing anything actually that can prevent Homeboys from what they are doing.
I would say they're trying to prevent a mistake from themselves because this is the way that one of the professional teams have been playing. They put up a very scary face by saying that I'm a big threat. If you try to fight, then you're gonna lose a lot. Yeah. So Homeboys is putting up a scary face, and Geek Fam is trying to avoid that.
Yeah. The overall effect of this is that Geek Fam will have to just wait for a moment where Homeboys is making some problem.
Warlord was a good damage on Baloyski, but Baloyski goes back. The Black Shoes is just there for Warlord to use, but I don't think that he's gonna use it at this moment. Zorn is just doing Zorn things here at the river, and everyone again and again and again. And every team fight goes back.
Hey, Kaiba said 51% is all you need. That's all that Homeboys is trying to achieve.
Yep. A win is a win. And what, 25 recalls per second? Per second.
Per 0 second.
Per... Man.
In 0 seconds. The map checks out. The map checks out. It is 25.
Yep.
Okay, so now Homeboys, they're in the driver's seat. Is their game to lose? Geek Fam, we've seen the power of Joy. Yep. Joy against Nolan. In later stages of the game, the Joy is going to out-damage the Nolan, especially because you have AoE damage.
Yep.
You could hit Marky. You could hit Rizel as well as Chibi. So it's not a perfect game for Homeboys just yet.
I agree. At the same time, though, you cannot put a comparison to the previous game because previous game there was Ixia. This time it's just the Brody, which might not be the best unless Marky plays like a mean Brody. But overall, I think draft-wise, Homeboy still has the better mid and late game.
They are just building up more and more and more to what they have. Team Homeboys so far are taking whatever they want without even trying.
Yep.
This is what I would say most teams are trying to achieve. Yep. Get as much as you can by paying as little as you can. And now Zorn and Warlord, they're trying to make sure that Geek Fam stays in their own lane.
Zorn! Rage is on Marky. Just falls down. Zorn continues to annoy the enemy troops, but now they go back. Team Homeboys takes 2-1 in exchange.
Wow. Finding Marky was perfect for Homeboys. Additional pickoff. And then Baloyski right now is not having a great time. 0-3-1. Went for the fleeting time. That's why he got melted down by the members of Homeboys very easily.
Very ambitious.
Very ambitious indeed.
Do you think that going for he just sold it? I saw Joy having a Guardian helmet. Do you think that at a certain point Joy can use a semi-tanky build?
I don't think so.
I don't think so as well. I mean, it's an interesting idea, definitely, but I don't know. At this point in the game, you might as well do as much damage as you can, trying to take out Rizel, because the thing about Bruno is the moment the Bruno has a Haas Claw, damage is not enough. Continuous damage has to be the thing, because if it's just burst, he will just heal it back up.
Zorn right now finds the right spot. He does find the right spot to land his ultimate down. Luke will also go down. There's nothing that you can do, Baloyski, to prevent the inevitable from happening. Team Homeboys takes 2 kills, and also alongside with that turret, Zorn keep doing Zorn things. Recall after recall, Geek Fam emotes.
Oh man, another bad fight from Geek Fam. Ill-advised. I think that every time the Minotaur is there, that's like red lights for the Joy.
Oh yeah. Here's the thing, man. Zorn right now is doing Zorn things. Now we can see he's getting a little bit comfortable on the world stage. 9,000 gold lead. If I was him, I would be feeling very comfortable as well. And now Homeboys, they're just securing the lore because no one can really contest. And this is more of the playstyle that I was looking forward to see when Homeboys is playing, because the name of the game for them is River Control, and they've been able to establish the entire game. And
that's
I don't
annoying.
know, Geek Fam at this point with the options that they have, it is a very tricky question. What are they gonna do?
Defend. Get to minute 23.
Hey, you know what? 30 minutes away. That's not too bad.
Yeah,
it's just 30 minutes.
That's,
have all the time in the world.
The only condition I've seen. Wow, an immortality for the Joy. At this stage of the game.
It looks like he wants to make a sacrificial play. I'm not so sure if that's the right idea.
Maybe, but right now we can see that the land is lava. Look at Team Homeboys are just taking a look into that bad decision or bad position. Zorn is trying to use his ultimate, and he does land a really good ultimate, but just to take that one inhibitor turret down. Also, a second inhibitor turret is already down for Team Homeboys. Again, minimum amount of casualties, the best use out of it.
Yep. I think that's actually a win. Like typically, when you get the first Lord, you just win. You would just win the map, get outer turrets. The fact that they got 2 inhibitors at 11 minutes, I take that as a massive W for the Malaysian team.
Yeah, sacrificing Zorn, I take that sacrifice all day, every day. Zorn dying for 2 turrets, that's great. That's amazing. And now Chibi, it looks like he does understand the matchup. It's like, okay, going up against a Joy is not going to be good for me.
Yeah.
So I'm out of here. If my team ain't around, I'm not playing the game.
Yep. Okay. I think that eventually Homeboys will just be able to finish up, especially when the Lord does a dash. That means that they might get the turret dash, I mean.
Oh, Nail. What a damage. Look at the goal difference. It's a different game for Team GEEK.
Yep. Not even enough.
Yeah. Okay, here's the thing. I don't want to say anything because we've seen comebacks of 10,000 gold lead and stuff, so it's possible. It's in the realm, it's in the world that I live in, all right? So Homeboys right now, they can make mistakes, okay? I call it the Malaysian throw. When we're doing so well, we got to make the game more interesting.
Yeah.
It's like a boomerang. We throw the game, and then hopefully we get it back in our side. But
would you believe me when I say that there are unthrowable games?
Do you think this is an unthrowable game?
For Homeboys?
I think so.
Here's the thing. When I say something good, something bad happens. I'm not going to say anything.
So wait, you are trying to use your curse as a blessing for Team Homeboys.
I like that you're learning on the job.
Yeah, I'm catching up.
So, I'm interested because Yasu, you mentioned that you agree. But there are unthrowable games. I think this is an unthrowable game for Homeboys.
Yeah,
I cannot think of a way for them to
lose
this.
all that.
I mean, obviously, if you just literally stand in front of your opponents and just mess up, obviously you will lose it. But let's just say that naturally they make, 3 mistakes. I still think that they're strong. Until the 23-minute mark, though.
Well, 13K in 13 minutes. What do you call that?
I call that...
Dominating game, maybe?
Yeah.
Okay.
1 minute... 1K gold lead per minute, it's pretty high. Yeah. It's a mountain. That's Everest.
And at this point, I'm pretty high. Right now, Homeboys going up against GEEK Fam. Homeboys definitely have the advantage here. Zorn's probably looking for a good setup. The Lord is here. Zorn goes in. No one's there.
Zorn can go in. He still have that flicker. He didn't yet use his flicker. He did now use his flicker. We were happy, but now we are thrilled. Look at Team Homeboys. They are trying to get inside the base, but the defense is just solid. A solid defense. I don't know. How did they do it, Team GEEK Fam?
Hey, Wolf. Could you text me how much Moonton is paying? I'm gonna double that for you to not talk.
Why Moonton? I mean,
let me just pay you enough so you don't talk.
You probably know.
You were talking about unthrowable games.
You probably know how much Moonton is paying me because he's also paying you. So come on, man.
I'll double it. Just shut up.
Oh.
Hey.
So does that make me an analyst?
I mean, you can be whatever you want to be, Habibi. It's all right with me. It's just that whenever you talk about unthrowable game and that happens,
I gotta say that wasn't a throw at all from Homeboys.
Okay. Then what was that? Wasting time.
That was just the strength of the Lilia.
All right.
Yeah. In full. Yeah.
See, so that's one of the situations. It wasn't a mistake. It was an outplay. Right? A boy was just doing his job. A boy that will forever be a boy. That's what we call Peter Pan.
Yeah, and that's a fun fact. What's also a fact is that Nail can go down if Zorn wants it to be, but he still leave him to live and see another dawn.
They get to secure the purple buff, which is perfect for Nail. That's about 1 minute and 30 seconds, as he's gonna be very happy, but they are still trailing behind.
Okay, now that they're trailing behind, we do see that they do kind of have the damage to kill members of Homeboy. So I kind of feel like for GEEK Fam to win this game, it is really about trying to play mind games against Homeboys. Try to make it look like, oh no, we're in a bad situation, and the homeboys just overcommits, and then you just eventually get a kill. There were moments where we see Zorn trying to force an engage, and even though he can get 3-man knockups, 4-man knockups, maybe even a 5-man knockup, that's like a signal for homeboys to go in. But it could legit be a trap being set up by GEEK Fam. So I kind of feel like, don't think that this is a game that GEEK Fam loses. There is a way for them to win.
Yeah, I agree. But then again, at the same time, you know,
Wolf,
I keep thinking.
Wolf, talk about GEEK Fam. Don't talk about homeboys.
Okay. Well, GEEK Fam, it's almost impossible for them to win. Just kidding. Yeah.
It apparently is not impossible for them to come back in this game, because the longer time, or like the longer the game goes, the possibility of Team GEEK Fam to come back is real.
I'm just saying, Wolf, don't make me resort to violence, you know?
Yeah, I won't.
We're friends. Let's keep it that way. Let's keep it that way. Yeah.
I'm just going to say, like, they don't have Valoisky's ultimate, so this should be an easy lord for homeboys. What do you want? What
Yasu, do play-by-play!
Okay, right now we can see that Zorn is not doing absolutely anything. And here's
Look at what happens when Yasu talks.
Hey boy, he is just a boy, let him be, Zorn, he does let him be. Team Homeboys, look at Luke with the penalty zone. Zorn right now is trying to escape, he still have a lot of HP and he manages to escape and go back. A lot of these team fights just ends without any casualties.
Do you see what happens when Yasu talks?
What?
And you saw what happened when you talk?
Yeah, I mean, like, they forced
Your public enemy #1, not private. Public.
True.
But so with that Lord coming,
like
is there
I
a
told
possibility?
you.
Okay, what did you tell me? What did you tell me? Be an analyst.
#1, I'm not an Indonesian.
All right.
So,
okay, fair enough.
As far as we know.
As far as you know, yes. Ako orang Filipina. That's it. That's all I'm trying to say. So why do you think that I would favor?
Oh, look at Chibi. Chibi is interrupting this conversation to just jump in, and they might just find that finish. Zorn still have his ultimate. Zorn might go in, and look at Team GEEK. They are trying to reach the back line. Nail manages to split Team Homeboys apart. Razel might find the base. Razel did find the base. Look at the base. Look at the base. Look at the base. It's down. It is down, and everything has went down. We can see here that that Team Homeboys was sharp as a sword, focused as the laser, and quieter than the Desert Knight. They take a full sweep and they take it back home, boys.
Homeboys is able to win this match 2-0 in this best of 3 against GEEK Fam. Congratulations to Homeboys.
Can I talk now?
Yeah, now you can breathe.
Now you can talk.
Now
you can talk.
Right?
Please. The floor is yours, Habibi.
I think Zorn was phenomenal in this game, and also the fact that they picked up that Minotaur. So I thought that maybe this could be the ban instead of the Joe. I think that when you were asking me what could be the heroes for the roamers, that should be one of the bans because of how it is good versus assassins. I think that it's weird, right? Because typically when you're looking at assassins, you want to go for hard lockdown. Your typical Franco, your Kaja. Yeah. These are the heroes that lock down the marksman. But that locks down the assassin. But if you think about it, the Minotaur provides even more than that because it protects the jungler, it protects the gold laner, and there's a heal, and there's a punishment factor to it. The reason why Nael wasn't as successful as Chibi was with the Joy in game #1 was because of the Minotaur. And it's the protection that you get out of this Minotaur is just phenomenal. With Kaja, obviously there's a flicker ultimate play that you can actually lock it down, but if you're just waiting, if you're just protecting, the job is easier for a Minotaur to actually counter an assassin.
Let me just say, Habibi, now we're friends.
All right.
Now we're friends.
Now we're friends.
Until next time.
You can now make peace.
Now let's go to the MVP of the game. The flag raised high.
Oh,
but Chibi is the MVP for this game as the previous one.
Back-to-back MVP. He did deserve it. And with 100% kill percentage?
This GVP.
What?
GVP.
Chi Habibi.
Chi Habibi. 100% kill participation.
Wow, I can't believe that this is happening. But nevertheless, okay, I was surprised that he was actually the MVP. But if you can, look at his kill participation, it's 100% and he gets out. The most important factor here is the first turtle fight. If you recall what he did, he was able to get to level 5 and then take the turtle easily. Then also put a lot of pressure onto Nael in the early stages of the game. Then eventually he took over the map. It's like he did what the Nolan should be doing. And this is why the Nolan is very strong. You can see that he gets to level 5 easily. Look at him. He's level 5. And Nael just reached level 5 at this point. And he gets out and baits out this Joy. Then takes him out with the team. And then there's the punishment. Eventually they took out Rizal, but Chibi is again in here. And look at what he does next. Well, you might not see it, but he went to the jungle of this one. Then Sepat also steals the orange buff. There's so many jungle steals that they were able to do. And this play actually made me think that Zorn might be the MVP of the game. Look at how important he is and able to take out Nael. They were able to sustain themselves using the heal coming out from the motivational roar. Then Zorn just zones out everyone. Marquis eventually will deal a lot of damage, but you can see even the Brody thinking always, having double, always thinking that he needs to counter this Minotaur. Like you always have something to think about when you are Marquis in this particular game. Yeah,
I just want to say thank you very much to Grab Unlimited for this highlights because again, a lot of things happened in this game. We got to talk about the composition as well as the emblem set because you were talking about how the Grok was out of place in the previous game, but let's talk about this Florian as well.
Well, there's also one thing I want to add upon that question, and you have just said that having the Minotaur kind of prevented Nael from like doing his best or flying around and using his electrifying beats, but I would actually slightly disagree with you because I think he should have been afraid more of the suppression heroes. I don't think that Minotaur could have been the one stopping a Joy.
Yeah, you cannot literally stop a Joy, but you prevent the Joy from taking down your teammates. So it kind of feels like the Joy. All right, he goes in, goes for the marksman. Then you pop the motivation roar. And then all of a sudden, the combo from the Joy is not there anymore. He either gets out or gets punished with another stun, which actually happened around the orange buff when Nael tried to go for the play. Eventually, the Minotaur was there out of nowhere, blocking the way, healing his teammates, while also applying some punish damage. In fact, if you go with the Joy in that specific scenario, you're now in trouble because now the Minotaur can pop the ultimate easily.
And here's the thing as well, the Flash of the Oasis, as a Minotaur, you're just looking at the HP of your teammates. If they're low and you have Flask of the Oasis, use your motivational roar, and then you have extra shield as well.
That's right.
So at that point, it's like, yeah, you can try to kill a very squishy teammate, but not only are you giving the heal, but you're giving the shield as well.
I've seen that quite many times. So there was a defense even like when Nael already found the opening to Chibi. Then all of a sudden we just
it was on Rizal.
Was it on Rizal?
Because I remember it was at the mid lane when the Lord was pushing in.
Exactly.
Rizal was very low. Just one heal. And the shield was almost his full HP.
And all of a sudden you are the Joy. You're in a very awkward spot because you don't have the combo anymore. It's not like Nolan where you can easily dash. In fact, as the Joy, you have to always have a target so that you can refresh your dash. And when you're left there with nothing else, the Joy is easy pickings.
The Joy is sad.
The Joy is sad.
Well, I totally agree with both of you guys. And there's something that just like I remember right now. Is it the third sweep in a row? 2-0, 2-0, 2-0?
Don't jinx it, man. What are you doing? Learn on the job.
I'm trying to be a cursed caster. I'm trying my best, but I can't.
Here's the thing. It's something that you earn.
It's not something that